Okay, I learned Casey at the Bat when I was 13 in Mr. Tresk's 8th grade class, and I refreshed my memory on a couple of verses recently, so I'm going to see if I can say it. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but an inning left to play. And so when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake. And the former was a hoodoo and the latter was a cake. So upon the stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the most despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and they saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe on second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more, there rose a lusty yell. It rambled through the valley, it rattled in the dale. It bounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded as he wiped them on his shirt. And while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there arose a mighty roar, like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone in the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. Casey raised his hand. This is 3 martinis. 3 martinis later. Okay. All right. And it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. All right, let's see. With a smile, I think it's a smile. With a smile of Christian visage, with a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He calmed the rising tumult, and he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, And once more the spheroid flew. But Casey still ignored it. And the umpire said, "Steer right 2." Okay. "Fraud," cried the mighty thousand. Let's see. Fraud, cried the maddened thousands, and the echo answered, "Fraud." But a scornful look from Casey in the audience was odd. Let's see. But a scornful look from Casey in the audience was odd. Let's see. Damn it. I can't think. But a scornful look from Casey in the audience was odd. Oh, they saw his face grow cold and stern. They watched his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. Okay. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat against the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Yep, this is it, my friends. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. Somewhere, bands are playing, and somewhere hearts are light. Somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Maudeville. Mighty Casey has struck out.